Shalom, everyone. Great to be here. I'm so glad you are joining us today for our weekly Torah Parashat reading. We did take a week off as we were observing Passover, continuing on into unleavened bread, and we just pray that that time was a blessing for you, that you were able to grow closer to the Father, dig deeper into His Word and what He has in store for you. So we're so excited to get back into our Torah cycle. We're picking up with Shemini, and that is going to be Exodus 9 all the way through chapter 11:47. May this be a blessing. Chapter 9. And it came to pass on the 8th day that Moshe called Aharon and his sons and the elders of Israel. And he said unto Aharon, Take a young calf for a sin offering, and a ram for an ascending smoke offering, without blemish, and offer them before yahuah. And unto the children of Israel you shall speak, saying, Take ye a kid of the goats for a sin offering, and a calf and a lamb, both of the first year, without blemish, for an ascending smoke offering. Also a bullock and a ram for peace offerings, to sacrifice before yahuah, and an oblation mingled with oil, for today yahuah will appear unto you. And they brought, which Moshe commanded, before the tabernacle of the assembly. And all the assembly drew near and stood before yahuah. And Moshe said, This is the thing which yahuah commanded, that ye should do, and the glory of yahuah shall appear unto you. And Moshe said unto Aharon, Go unto the altar, and offer your sin offering, and your ascending smoke offering, and make an atonement for yourself, and for the people, and offer the offering of the people, and make an atonement for them, as yahuah commanded. Aharon therefore went unto the altar, and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself. And the sons of Aharon brought the blood unto him, and he dipped his finger in the blood, and put it upon the horns of the altar, and poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar. But the fat and the kidneys and the caul above the liver of the sin offering he burnt upon the altar, as yahuah commanded Moshe. And the flesh and the hide he burnt with fire without the camp. And he slew the ascending smoke offering, and Aharon's sons presented unto him the blood which he sprinkled round about upon the altar. And they presented the ascending smoke offering unto him, with the pieces thereof, and the head, and he burnt them upon the altar. And he did wash the inwards and the legs, and burnt them upon the ascending smoke offering on the altar. And he brought the people's offering, and took the goat, which was the sin offering for the people, and slew it, and offered it for sin as the first. And he brought the ascending smoke offering, and offered it according to the manner. And he brought the oblation, and took a handful thereof, and burnt it upon the altar, beside the ascending smoke sacrifice of the morning. He slew also the bullock and the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings, which was for the people. And Aharon's sons presented unto him the blood, which he sprinkled upon the altar round about, and the fat of the bullock and of the ram, the rump, and that which covers the inwards, and the kidneys, and the caul above the liver. And they put the fat upon the breast, and he burnt the fat upon the altar. And the breast and the right shoulder Aharon waved for a wave offering before yahuah, as Moshe commanded. And Aharon lifted up his hand toward the people, and blessed them, and came down from offering of the sin offering, and the ascending smoke offering, and peace offerings. And Moshe and Aharon went into the tabernacle of the assembly, and came out, and blessed the people, and the glory of yahuah appeared unto all the people. And there came a fire out from before yahuah, and consumed upon the altar the ascending smoke offering and the fat, which when all the people saw, they shouted and fell on their face.
Chapter 10. And Nadav and Abihu, the sons of Aharon, took either of him his censer, and put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange fire before Yahweh, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from Yahweh, and devoured them, and they died before Yahweh. Then Moshe said unto Aharon, This is it that Yahweh spoke, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aharon held his peace. And Moshe called Mishael and Elitzaphan, the sons of Uziel, the uncle of Aharon, and said unto them, Come near, carry your brethren from before the sanctuary out of the camp. So they went near and carried them in their coats out of the camp, as Moshe had said. And Moshe said unto Aharon, and to Eleazar, and unto Ithamar his sons, Uncover not your heads, neither rend your clothes, lest ye die, and lest wrath come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Yasharel, bewail the burning which Yahweh has kindled. And ye shall not go out from the door of the tabernacle of the assembly, lest ye die. For the anointing oil of Yahweh is upon you. And they did according to the word of Moshe. And Yahweh spoke unto Aharon, saying, Do not drink wine nor strong drink, you nor your sons with you, when you go into the tabernacle of the assembly, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, and that ye may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean, and that ye may teach the children of Yasharel all the statutes which Yahweh has spoken unto them by the hand of Moshe. And Moshe spoke unto Aharon, and unto Eleazar, and unto Ithamar his sons that were left, Take the oblation that remains of the offerings of Yahweh made by fire, and eat it without leaven beside the altar, for it is most holy. And ye shall eat it in the holy place, because it is your due, and your sons' due, of the sacrifices of Yahweh made by fire, for so I am commanded. And the wave breast and the heaved shoulders shall ye eat in a clean place, you and your sons and your daughters with you, for they be your due and your sons' due, which are given out of the sacrifices of peace offerings of the children of Yasharel. The heaved shoulder and the wave breast shall they bring with the offerings made by fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before Yahweh, and it shall be yours, and your sons with you, by a statute forever, as Yahweh has commanded. And Moshe diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt. And he was angry with Eleazar and with Ithamar, the sons of Aharon, which were left alive, saying, Wherefore have ye not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy? And Elohim has given it to you to bear the iniquity of the assembly, to make atonement for them before Yahweh. Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. You should indeed have eaten it in the holy place, as I commanded. And Aharon said unto Moshe, Behold, this day have they offered their sin offering and their ascending smoke offering before Yahweh, and such things have befallen me, and if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of yahuah? And when Moshe heard that, he was content.
Chapter 11. And yahuah spoke unto El Moshe and to El Aharon, saying unto them, Speak until the children of Yasharel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parts of the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and chews the cud, among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he chews the cud, but divides not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he chews the cud, but divides not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he chews the cud, but divides not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he chews not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever has no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination, the eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the night hawk, and the cacao, and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gier eagle, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat. All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goes upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whatsoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. And whatsoever bears aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. The carcasses of every beast which divides the hoof, and is not cloven-footed, nor chews the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that touches them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goes upon his paws, among all manner of beasts that go on all 4, those are unclean unto you. Whoso touches their carcass shall be unclean until the even. And he that bears the carcass of them shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind, and the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever touches them, when they be dead, shall be unclean until the even. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, does fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even, so it shall be cleansed. And every earthen vessel, whereinto any of them falls, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water comes shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean. And everything whereupon any part of their carcass falls shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots. They shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean unto you. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit, wherein there is plenty of water, shall be clean, but that which touches their carcass shall be unclean. And if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed which is to be sown, it shall be clean. But if any water be put upon the seed, and any part of their carcass fall thereon, it shall be unclean unto you. And if any beast of which ye may eat die, he that touches the carcass thereof shall be unclean until the even. And he that eats of the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. He also that bears the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. And every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth shall be an abomination, it shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goes upon the belly, and whatsoever goes upon all four, or whatsoever has more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. Ye shall not make yourself abominable with any creeping thing that creeps, neither shall ye make yourself unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. For I am yahuah Elohim. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourself with any manner of creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. For I am Yahuwah, that brings you up out of the land of Mitzrayim, to be your Elohim. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the Torah of the beast, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moves in the waters, and of every creature that creeps upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. All right, that concludes our reading today of Shemini. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that we see you this Friday evening for our fellowship, where we are going to break down this even further. It's going to be a good one.
It will be. Very
Shalom
excited.
and blessings to all.
Shalom.